morning and welcome back to Question in Sense with me, Matt. It's nearly good afternoon. We're not quite, so we'll stick with morning for now. Very cold start to the day. However, the sun's out now and it's almost like a spring day, which for the end of January, beginning of November is a bit weird. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about a new one to me. It's not a new perfume, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you've been regularly watching this, you'll know that I have really big interest and a lot of appreciation for oud and rose combinations. Probably my favourite notes, and I have lots and lots of them. In fact, I was going to film a sort of top 10 oud rose combos, but then I suddenly thought, do we need another top 10 video? I've done quite a few, and I don't know, everywhere I look seems to be top 10s for this, top 10s for that, and I think maybe it would be nice not to do any more. I don't know, would you like to see a top 10 oud and rose?
Yes! No! 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 No!
If there's interest in it, then I'll do it. If not, then I'm quite happy to leave the top 10s alone for a bit, because I think they're just being a bit played out and a bit overdone. But anyway, so when you look at oud and rose, they come, you know, there's literally thousands of them out there on the market. And I've got them from, you know, real budget ones like Ferrari's Essence Oud. This is a really good, very functional, very cheap oud rose combination. It's really good, very wearable, and one I do wear a fair bit. And then to the other end I have Duetto by Sospiro, which is another oud rose vanilla sort of combination. I mean, this you can get for less than £20, and this currently retails at Harrods for around 260. Now obviously I didn't pay that for it. This does, I think, because Sospiro have changed their bottles, these older style bottles can be had at a really good price from discounters and things like that. So keep your eyes peeled if you're looking for, you know, sort of to spend this kind of money. Have a look out and see what else you can find for the money before you chuck loads of cash at it. Okay, so between the two, there's a middle ground where there's lots and lots of oud rose combinations out there for you to have a look at. And I have a few, but the latest one that I've got, I'm really enjoying at the moment, and that is this, which is Swiss Arabian's Shaghaf Oud Aswad. Now, I have done a review of Swiss Arabian's Shaghaf Oud, which is very good. It's a really good fragrance. Actually, it's very sweet, sort of praline-like note in it. Lovely stuff, and I do wear this an awful lot. So I was, you know, I had quite high hopes for this one, and you know, it was confirmed. The bottle is, I think, probably a little less garish than the other Shaghaf Oud. I think there's 4 in this line. You've got the original one, you've got Aswad. There's another one that's name evades me, which is an Interlude Man clone. Now, I'm a bit over Interlude Man, so I'm not interested in that one. It's just, it doesn't tick. I know I've also got Midnight Oud by Al Zafar, and I think that is. And that's enough for me. I've got one clone of it, I don't need another. So I settled on Swiss Arabian's Shaghaf Oud Aswad. This came out, I believe, in 2018. The notes are, and I'll read the official notes listing out. This is from Swiss Arabian, so I've not taken it from Fragrantica or anything like that. The notes listed are, at the top you have woody, then saffron, thyme and rose. Then in the middle you have coriander, cumin, rose, jasmine, patchouli and oud. And then at the base you have musk, sandalwood, leather, some more oud, amber and vanilla. Now, I'm wearing this today, so guess what's coming up? Yay! I will have a little spray. And let's have a little sniff. Just again though, this is another one with a really functional sprayer. The presentation's pretty good. This is like a matte finish, so I would imagine that you've got to be careful with this because it might get a bit scratchy. So far so good, but I haven't had it very long and it's just been sitting up on my with all my other bottles, so you know, I've not moved it around or anything, and it seemed pretty good, Nick. I like there's like a ripple effect on there, like on the cap. It's black embossed with gold writing, and really nice, really good. It looks okay. It certainly doesn't look like a £20 bottle, and that's what I paid for it, £20. And that's I think this is a 70ml bottle. I don't know what the concentration is, but it's incredibly long lasting. So whether it's an EDP or an EDT or a puff, I'm not entirely sure. And all that kind of is a bit irrelevant anyway, to be honest. I think perfumers can put on whatever they want. I don't think there's any legal requirement to have a certain amount of oil to alcohol or anything like that to make an EDT, an EDP, or an eau de parfum. I'm not entirely sure. But you know yourself. I mean, if a perfume lasts a long time, it lasts a long time, whether it's an EDT or an EDP, effectively. This one is very, very long lasting. It has incredible projection to start off with. Sillage is excellent, and this smells divine. It does smell very traditional. It's like a real Middle Eastern rose oud, and it's absolutely lovely. And it smells so expensive. If I told you that, you know, I was wearing it and you met me and you smelt me, and I told you this was 300 quid a bottle, 200 quid a bottle, you would easily believe me. It does smell that good. There's no cheapness to it. When it opens, you've got the saffron, and the rose obviously hits you straight away. So you have this woody, rich, indulgent rose that sits there. The spices come in, the jasmine's always there. There's a little bit of patchouli. The oud actually does smell quite realistic. So, you know, there's a real oud note there. It's not barnyardy, it's not funky, there's no animalics to it. It's just like a deep, resinous, rich, almost incensey vibe. This is all going on in the opening. This is like, you know, it's like this cacophony of smells just kicking off everywhere. It's beautiful, and it stays like this for a very long time, and then it will start to dry down. What the other thing is, I'm really impressed with this. As it starts to dry down, it becomes a little soapy, and it's not unpleasant, the soapiness. What it does is you're wearing a very kind of rich, sort of almost heavy fragrance that is actually managing to smell clean, which I really think is impressive. And this kind of leads me to think that you know, some of the heavier rose ouds I've got, I wouldn't be able to, or wouldn't be that comfortable wearing on a hot day. I'd certainly wear this one on a warm, maybe even a hot day, to be honest with you, because it's quite a refreshing fragrance, despite all these, you know, materials that have been used. You've got oud in here, you've got amber in here, you've got vanilla in here, and it still manages to retain this sort of clean freshness. It's not a freshy, don't get me wrong, it's not like some citrus bomb that you can, you know, put on a hot day. It isn't like that at all. It is still very much an oud and rose combination. But the soapiness with it it's really nice. I wore this the other morning to school to do the school run. One of the mums came up to me, and she has lived in the Middle East. So we had a really nice chat, and she asked what I was wearing, so I told her what I was wearing, and she was really impressed. So I got her a little sample. I decanted a little bit of this and gave it to her the following morning, and she was so impressed with the quality of this fragrance. I think she's going to buy a bottle for herself and a bottle for her husband. And this, as I say, someone who's from the Middle East and lived in the Middle East, so has a wealth of experience of these kind of fragrances at the source, and she was really impressed with that one. So don't just take my word from it, take a mum from the school's word for it. This is a really good frag, and I know I say that a lot, but please bear in mind, when I'm reviewing fragrances, I tend to be reviewing fragrances that I've bought, so of course I'm going to like them, because they're kind of my fragrances. Listen, quite a quick one. I've got 1,000,001 things to do, but I wanted to get this out there so you guys can take my opinion on it. It's really good. I honestly think if you're looking for, you know, a rose oud, and you're looking to maybe get into oud, or you haven't got many rose ouds, this would be a really good one to start with. If you have got a lot, this is a really good addition to your arsenal, shall we say, because it is really cheap, and you can wear this all day, every day, as much as you want, effectively, because it's such a cheap bottle of perfume. And for the money, I don't think you're going to get much better than this, to be honest, and it punches well above its weight. So have a look at that, see what you think. Anyway, as always, oh, by the way, we have finally gone over the 500 subscribers mark, which has really surprised me and Rich. So what we're going to do is, I've got quite a lot of samples and stuff like that, so we're going to start doing some giveaways for you guys. So with the next video, we'll be doing the giveaway, and stay tuned, find out and see what you can win. Anyway, thanks a lot for your time. Cheers. Bye.